G'day, welcome to another episode of Shit Hotels of Australia. Tonight I'm in Hobart, staying at the Black Buffalo Hotel on the corner of Letitia and Federal Streets. Never stayed here before, never actually drank in here before, never eaten in here before, driven past it a million times, and yeah, so let's go inside and check it out. That's a bit ominous. Did have that checked out by the reception, or bar staff, because reception wasn't manned. But okay, so this is room 21 of the Black Buffalo Hotel. Standard room, table, 2 chairs, queen size bed, 1 bedside table, luggage storage, aircon, heat pump, small fridge, kettle, toaster, cupboard with extra blanket, extra pillows, ironing board and iron. Like, who the hell ever uses an ironing board? Never mind. And through here we have bathroom. Walk-in shower, which is good. Shower mat so that the old and the drunk don't slip over. Toiletries, glasses, hairdryer, spare toilet paper. No plug, but that's alright, I won't be shaving tomorrow. So all in all, fairly standard motel. The only reason I'm staying here tonight is because tomorrow I'm heading up the Midlands and then up the East Coast, filming another couple of videos for the Pirate in Chains series. And rather than drive all the way back home to Dover tonight and then drive all the way back up, I thought I'd save a bit of time by staying here, but man, it was hard to get a room in Hobart tonight. This would not have been my first choice, although maybe for the channel it probably is. $189 for this room tonight. So yeah, we'll see how the night pans out. And now for the Shit Hotels of Australia instant coffee test. October 2025. Yeah, it passes. I'm not drinking it. Don't know why I keep doing it. Because instant coffee is shit. Maybe that's why. And now for the Shit Hotels of Australia fridge noise test. Is a bit noisy, but I have no compunction whatsoever in turning it off. We'll see what the traffic noise is like. Letitia Street is a fairly busy street, and we're 1 block down from Brooker Highway, which is the main highway out of Hobart. So we might get some traffic noise, we'll see. So now we'll check out the TV. We've got a Hisense TV. Doesn't look like it's got any smart functions. Okay, it turns on at least. So it's slow, but what have we got? We've got the ABCs. Oh, this menu is so slow. SBS. 10s, all the 7s, so just free to air, nothing special. no smartness, so get what you pay for, standard dumb TV. And now we'll check out the Wi-Fi. So we've connected, took 2 goes, entered the password in first time and it said incorrect, but it was actually correct, so I entered it again. Let's see how we go with Netflix. And take it away. We have a connection. And what do we watch? Let's go All the Light We Cannot See. Play. Yep, she works. All good. Well, here I was just about to make a big criticism of something that has happened in Hobart before, the lack of heating. Because whilst we're in the first week of March, and it is it's possibly the best time of year here in Hobart. You get really quite nice and comfortably warm days and then cool nights. And the night is tonight a little bit cool. So I engaged the heat pump, which for those of you outside Tasmania is the reverse cycle aircon. And let me just say that I was getting a little bit scared because it took a good 5 to 6 minutes before it actually registered the temperature and kicked in and started heating the room. So all good, nice warm night tonight, and yeah, settle in for a quiet night, Friday night, early morning departure tomorrow. I will do the pirate score tomorrow.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, I didn't have the energy to go anywhere else for dinner, so I'm eating here tonight at the Black Buffalo. A 15% discount for house guests, which is good. And I've actually ordered the drinks and the meal at the same time. I got 15% off the drinks too. Beginner's mistake. Anyway, here's cheers. The lemon pepper calamari, $18.75. Nice. Cheers. Tea.
1 hour later.
Well, Shit Hotels Australia is the Goon channel after all. So here at the Black Buffalo, what have we got to drink our goon out of? We've got a choice of a coffee cup or a beer glass. I'm thinking not too many wine drinkers stay in this hotel. So now a little bit of a review of the meal here at the Buff. As the menu called it, the Black Buffalo. Now, the Black Buffalo is it's been here, it's an institution, you'd say. It's an institution in North Hobart. It's been here for as long as I can remember. I have a vague recollection of it being built sometime, but hey, I'm 61 years old this year, so vague recollections it could have been built yesterday. No, but anyway, it was built a fair long time ago. Anyway, the meal review. I ordered the lemon pepper calamari with chips and with coleslaw, and you saw what it looked like. The chips were overcooked, which wasn't good. The coleslaw had a dressing that was just, okay, it was white and it was creamy, but it had absolutely no flavour. The squid was really, really nicely cooked. But lemon pepper, once I'd chucked a shitload of pepper on and squirted some lemon on, it had an inkling of lemon pepper. But the interesting thing really, excuse me, was the clientele. They had on the menu a seniors menu. Now, I might have spoken in some previous episodes about how I think about the seniors menu. One, I don't like admitting I'm old, but two, I don't like wasting food. But the seniors menu tonight, you had to eat 2 courses, and even that was too much food for me, so I thought, maybe not. But it was only $18, I think, I guess. But I looked around, and there were quite a few tables of people there here in North Hobart, where, if you haven't been to Hobart before, the greatest congregation of brilliant, good value, broad range of cuisines, restaurants can be found in North Hobart. It's the restaurant place, but not for the oldies. And so I didn't get the seniors menu because I don't want to admit that I'm old.
No, you're doing it all wrong.
Welcome to a new segment, the Grumpy Ex-English Teacher. Bathroom, doors, closed, showering, steam, smoke, alarms. No need for capital letters and full stop after alarms, and thank you, 2 words, plus punctuation. Next time, I'll bring a red pen.
Now write out 100 times.
Yes, sir. So I guess I'm having one of these existentialist moments when sitting in a pretty bloody average hotel, paying a lot more money than it's worth, and the only sort of incentive I have is to put it into video form on a channel called Shit Hotels of Australia. But not very many people watch, maybe because it's shit. Yeah. I'm drinking cask Shiraz out of a coffee cup. And when I've been to places that I haven't never been before, I sort of pan out these shit hotel videos with things that interest me, things that I discover about the place, and things that I think that you guys might know. But here I'm in North Hobart, and yeah, been here before. There's not much of a story to tell about this area. Could tell the story about the high school across the road. Maybe it might make this video about the Black Buffalo Hotel in North Hobart just a little bit more interesting.
The following day.
Pretty much across the road from the Black Buffalo is this impressive building. This was the original Hobart High School. It was essentially a selective school for those few Tasmanians who wanted to actually do education beyond primary school. Yep, that's the history of Tasmanian education. And it was in this building here that I'm not sure whether my parents met for the first time, seeing as they both lived in the Sandy Bay district. They probably saw each other before that, but they definitely both were teaching here in this building at the same time and got engaged. And my mum ceased teaching here when she got pregnant with me, because that was what it was like back in those days. She's been recognised by the director of NIDA, no less, as being one of the greatest teachers ever. I think the director of NIDA said, Miss Miller taught me that I actually had a brain, and that sort of says a fair bit when someone remembers that so many years later. But interestingly, this building is no longer a high school. It was a matriculation college, which was then a year 11, 12 institution in Tasmania for only those students who wanted to go to university. And unfortunately that culture still underpins senior secondary education in Tasmania. I have a few run-ins with my colleagues at the Australian Education Union about that one. G'day Peter Hicks, blocked me on Twitter. But anyway, the building is now, quite ironically, it's now a funeral home. And sadly, there's another connection to my family here with this building, because in February 2022, my brother passed away, and his funeral was held here in this building the very day that I had to leave to move to Queensland, and got the inspiration to start this channel. And then in March 2023, my father passed away, and his funeral was in the building where he began his career as a teacher. And if you want to find out more about my father's career, check out the Steve Harrison channel with Tony Harrison, fisheries scientist. And now it's time for the pirate score.
Drink up me hearty Joe.
Well, what do we sum up about the buff, the black buffalo? I really got no bloody idea why it's called that. But anyway, we'll start with cleanliness and upkeep. Okay, it was clean. It wasn't particularly run down. It was just meh. So, cleanliness and upkeep, although I must admit, we'll get onto this with the bed and bath I suppose, but the shower was a little bit grotty. But yeah, 3 stars. Facilities. Yeah, well, just a hotel room, kettle, toaster, tiny fridge, instant coffee, heat pump, aircon, but nothing really. And I'm putting this under facilities rather than upkeep, because I guess having a lock-in door is a facility that you actually want, and I was never actually certain that that door was actually locked. So because of that uncertainty, which brought on a little bit of anxiety, I must admit, facilities, 1 star. Add-ons. Couldn't find a laundry. There wasn't a pool, obviously being Hobart. It did have a restaurant, being a hotel, traditional hotel. Had a bottle shop, had a gaming room, had all of that sort of caper. But the restaurant was, again, meh. So add-ons, 3 stars. Entertainment and Wi-Fi. Okay, the Wi-Fi worked, wasn't particularly fast this morning downloading a newspaper, but it worked. TV, a dumb TV, had all the free-to-air channels, but the remote was really, really clunky, and it seemed to take sometimes up to 10 seconds to change a channel. So for entertainment and Wi-Fi, middle of the road, 3 stars. Bed and bath. Again, nothing flash, nothing terrible. The room was a little bit cool last night, so I got out the extra blanket, and well, I probably should have been covered this in cleanliness and upkeep, but there were some ominous white stains on the extra blanket. Anyway, I was warm. So for bed and bath, 3 stars. Service. Okay, so I've said in the past about the sort of service you get in regional Tasmania, but this is the city of Tasmania, and whilst the person who did check me in and did serve me at the bar and did sort out the key situation was helpful, come on, this is the time that Sam Kerr is in court for calling a police officer in the UK a stupid white bastard. And if it's good enough for Sam Kerr to have to go to court to face that, then, okay, all right, sorry, I admit, it was International Women's Day. I'll give her give her some leeway. because I really don't like being called darling. Anyway, service, therefore, and they had a reception, but there was no reception. You had to go into the bar, then you had to go into the function room. Excuse that noise from the wall next door. And yeah, so service, I'll give it 2 stars. And now the one you've been waiting for, better than a home bonus. Well, to confess, you can't see through the tinted windows, the frosted windows here, but if you stood up and looked out there, you would see not one, 2, 3, 4 heat pumps lined up very neatly along here. And as a result, it was a bit cool last night, so they were all running. And the constant vibration of those 4 aircon units meant that it wasn't very quiet in here. So no, earplugged in, no better than home bonus. So that's a total for the Black Buffalo Hotel of 15 out of 30. And it's probably a pretty apt total because it's a middle of the road hotel. Nothing terrible, nothing brilliant, just a place to sleep. Except I will say one thing, and this is what does categorise this as a shit hotel in Australia. $189 for this room. No, I would have expected something better. All right, so if you enjoyed this one, click like, click subscribe, hit me up in the comments below, and stay tuned for the next one because we're going up to the east coast of Tasmania and to the town of Swansea. That should be a good one, hopefully. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers.